Hey, welcome guys. Welcome to distance learning at Lewis and Altura and what biology class is going to look like here for the next 5 weeks. Hey, a couple things. This is just going to be kind of a run through of what to expect. I figured it'd be easy to have it in the video and then also a little write-up kind of thing that you can reference and we can figure it out as we go here. Yeah, welcome. This is going to be my office for the next 5 weeks, it sounds like. In my kitchen. I was able to get the animals out. That big Mike is right over here, over my shoulder. The snake and the gecko are in the other room. So they're doing well. Don't worry about them through this whole thing here, okay? Hey, a couple things. You have a great opportunity in front of you to see what this whole experiment into distance learning is going to be like. We're at an unprecedented level of quarantine in the modern world. You are going to be in the history book someday. They're going to talk about the COVID outbreak of 2020 and what happened across the world and what the reactions were. All right. So not a time to panic, but a time to take things seriously and to see what we can achieve throughout the process here. Okay. So we're going to be working together. I'm talking about biology, and we're still going to meet the same learning objectives. We're still going to learn quite a bit, just in a different way than we normally would. Obviously, we won't have as many labs and things like that, so keep that in mind. We're going to be going more of the online route with a lot of different things. Okay, so that's what to expect. I'm going to walk you through just kind of what things are going to look like. Throughout this whole process, there's going to be two things that are really important for you guys to do. One is you're going to have to be a great problem solver on your own. Okay, it's great. You're almost high school juniors now. You're almost those upperclassmen level. It's time that you have to do a lot of your own problem solving. Right? There's going to be things that don't work well with this. It's almost a given. And I'm not going to be there to help you out. Okay, I'm going to be virtually available for certain times. You're going to be able to email me, but physically I can't go and use your laptop for you. I can't walk you hand in hand to whatever the task is. So definitely a time to be a great problem solver and to take ownership over your own situation and education. And then the second thing is going to be to communicate. Okay, you really need to over communicate during this time. If you're typically a quiet person, that has to change today. Okay, you have to be able to email me. You have to be able to reach out if things aren't going well. If something's wrong and you can't access the things that you're supposed to, and you don't say anything for several weeks, you're just going to fail the quarter. Okay, that's the fact of the matter. Okay, we can't just wait until once things are back to normal, then I'll do science class again. Like, nope, we still got to do it every day. It's just change, and we have to adapt to that change. Okay, so hey, I'm going to walk you through some Schoology things. If you're on Schoology, that would be a great idea to follow along. If not, pause this now and go get on Schoology. But what to expect on Schoology here, okay, I'm at the course homepage. Now the first thing you're going to notice is that everything's arranged by dates now, by folders. I think a lot of your other teachers are doing this too. So it's easier for you guys to find what it is that you need to do on a given day. Okay, I got mine arranged by week. That way we can just kind of see the whole week's picture at once, rather than day to day. But if you open it up, you'll see the materials are all in there. There's the PowerPoints that you might have to reference. There's going to be an overview that we'll talk about in a minute. And then you're going to see a numbered list of things to do. Okay, that's going to be your daily expectation. You will have something to do for me every day. It's going to be part of how we take attendance and all that stuff. And it's going to keep you on task to make sure that you're staying up to date and not saving all this work till the last minute. Saving all this work in the last minute in an online class can really put you in a difficult situation in a hurry as far as being behind on things. Okay, so we have these numbered lists. At the top, you'll see this as an overview, and that's just kind of what to expect each day of the week. For example, hey, you're going to watch a video that you're watching right now. I want you to post on a discussion board, and then we need to communicate about anything that's past due. Okay, I'm gonna get to that point in a moment. Okay, but anyway, like I said, a daily list of things that you should be doing each day. My late policy is going to be the same in that things are due at the end of the unit. But if you're not staying on top of this, it's going to be much, much worse than it normally is in school. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that getting behind in high school in a class where we meet face to face is one thing. Getting behind in an online class can get scary in a hurry because things can build up without you realizing that. Okay, so there's the day-to-day list of expectations. Go back to the weekly folder. Two things to point out. One at the bottom, it says questions from the week if you have any. That's just a discussion board where if you have a question about something, I'll look at it and answer. Some of your classmates might have a similar thing. Maybe you prefer to do that instead of sending me an email. Either way, I'll be able to respond. And then if you look over here where it says conferences, myself and Mr. Mothy are going to keep some open office hours as we go through this. What that means is your college professors, they have what's called office hours where they're available to come in and ask questions. We can't do that, so instead it's just a virtual office. So I'll have, it might be an hour a day. Once we kind of get going, we'll figure out what the schedule looks like. Mine will probably be in the morning sometime. Where if you have a question and you want to just talk to me face to face, or just the audio or voice chat, you can open that up and you can ask me directly. Okay, so that might be another way to communicate that's more helpful to you. Okay, so we're gonna get out of there, go back to the course homepage. Like I said, we have all the dates in here. You don't have to worry about all these extra ones. They're gonna show up whenever that week starts. That's when you'll be able to see them on your end. The distance learning overview, that's basically the highlights from this conversation we're having right now. Expectations are there, they're laid out. Schoology every day. There's going to be something to do every day. As far as time goes, roughly biology is going to take you about 30 to 40 minutes each day. Okay, that's our instruction from the state level, is that having you do 84 minutes of biology like normal is just a little bit it's unattainable on a daily basis. Okay, so we're shooting for about half that time. Some days it'll be less, some days it'll be more, but it's going to work out to about 30 to 40 minutes if you sit down and you're focused for that time. If you're not focused, then it can add up on you, so I encourage you to stay focused. The next bullet, you need to communicate. Like I said, if you are someone that doesn't communicate well, today is a great day to fix that. Okay, it might be uncomfortable, it might be like I said, outside of your comfort zone, but it needs to happen. If you're not communicating, I definitely can't help you, and you're going to fall through the cracks in a hurry. Okay, and then the last one there, once again, we got to be a problem solver. We have to look at each individual problem and see if we can't figure it out. Google is a great resource for troubleshooting technology. Okay, I'm not going to be able to just be able to diagnose your tech question based on an email. Okay, so like I said, be your own problem solver, take some ownership, do adult things like that. All right. I got our commitment on there with myself and Mr. Mothy. And then once again, this is just a great opportunity for us to see how this distance learning works. We're going to learn a lot from each other. I'm going to learn a lot about delivering an online class, and we're going to learn some biology along the way. All right. Conveniently, we're starting with viruses and bacteria, so we get to go into a deep dive as far as what all is going on with this COVID-19 pandemic. Why, in my opinion, I think what the state of Minnesota is doing makes a lot of sense. Okay, I think of all the states, I think we have one of the best plans, and we'll talk about why that is and how viruses spread and how we can counteract those things. Okay, so I think that's it for now. I'm going to try to do this about once a week at the start of each week so you kind of know what to expect. We're going to be diving into viruses and bacteria. Don't be a stranger. Make sure you communicate. And then the last thing before I forget, if you have missing work from the last quarter, so things that we did in face-to-face together, you need to communicate what that is and what you'd like to make up. Today, you need to send that email. All right, I don't care what time it is, because then I can put that online and we can do that in that regard. Okay, it's not a time to retake things. It's not a time to redo things you didn't like. That ship has sailed, unfortunately. But if you were gone or if we missed some things, we can make those up still. Okay, well, if you be creative, but we'll find a way to make those up. All right, guys. Hey, it's gonna be fun. Hope you're all doing well and taking advantage of this extra free time that you have in your schedules right now. All right, guys. We'll see you.